Okay, Alex, welcome back to FrightFest. How are you, sir?
Thank you for having us. I'm very happy. I'm having a phenomenal time. We just had our premiere and I'm very happy. It's like the reaction was incredible. The FrightFest crowd is awesome, and I was very curious to see what they thought about the film.
It's a very different film, and it's not a horror film, is it? Although it's dark and terrifying on a personal level, isn't it? So
yes.
Explain the film with no spoilers. Obviously, the folks have just seen it, but a lot of people who are watching this won't have seen the film.
Yeah, no, absolutely. This is not a horror movie. It's a crime, thriller, black comedy, drama, and shot in one take, starring Ted Raimi, about a man who has a debt with the bank and he has to pay, or he's gonna get his house away. And I mean, he needs to take a decision now. But while this is happening, there's a lot of characters in and out, calling him on the phone. His daughter is having a wedding, so there's a lot of obstacles for him or things that is happening in his life. So this is the third generation business. So it's either you sell it or you don't.
In these dark current times, it's a very sort of poignant picture, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, right now we're facing a financial world crisis, and I saw that during the COVID-19 thing, so I saw a lot of friends or family who were very hit by the financial thing.
I think most people have, though.
Most people.
To be fair.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people really,
Absolutely.
all of us, we're all struggling financially.
And I wanted to talk about it, but, in a way where we also, Ted Raimi's in the film. He always does horror, and this is a different project for him. So I wanted to do something different with a technical, very ambitious film. And I'm very happy that he...
Now, it is a genuine one-take film, isn't it? Because some one-take films actually aren't.
Yeah.
They use a little bit of visual trickery.
Yeah.
So take us through the problems of that, and how many times did you have to do it to get it right?
So this is a one-take film. There's no cuts, and I'm very proud of it. All my cast and my crew, I'm very proud of them. And yes, there was a lot of challenges to make this film. We did a take that was 77 minutes long, so almost hit the mark, and we had to restart, because there was a mistake there. And then I turned around, I looked to my crew, which my crew is my family, and I'm like, guys, we gotta do it again. I know it's painful because everyone is watching the monitor, like my cinematographer.
It's not just like two people or three people in a room. It's very ambitious. Isn't it? I mean, it's not just like a one.
Yeah. We have 17 actors coming in and out. We have, I think it was 2 crew members, and we have crew people running behind Ted with the camera, and we have crew hitting with us. We have crew downstairs. We have crew everywhere. So with the microphones, the lavaliers are hiding through the house. There's no boom. There's no. We can't have a boom. So it's very challenging.
So from a production logistic perspective, how many times could you have done it? I mean, if it's like take 23, can you imagine?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's crazy.
How long could you have done it for? Was there a scene?
That's a great question, because we did 4. The fourth one is the one the movie, right? I think we could have done 3 more. Just
and then
to play with
recalibrate
different...
and do it next week or next month. It's all about money,
but it's all about money. So when I saw this, I'm like, I don't need it. I'm very happy. There's happy accidents, and we don't need it. This is perfect. There's accidents where, I don't know, Ted is he is gonna leave the closet, and then he almost falls. That's not scripted. I mean, it's he clearly almost. But it's awesome.
There's an element of natural acting, which is,
awesome.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
And I guess that was quite freeing for Ted. Now, let's talk about Ted. Ted Raimi, he's incredible in the film. I mean,
he's great.
Aside from the one-take goodness of it, he is just sensational, isn't he?
Yes.
How did he prepare for it, and how did he become involved?
So we worked together for 5 years now, Ted and I, and Marco, the producer, and we did a short called Red Light, in which it was 3 long takes also.
Which was much more horror, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Red Light was a pure horror.
It's a pure horror, slasher, we have reds, and that one we did back in late 2019. We did a lot of festivals, and people loved it. And then we were trying to get the financing of that film, as any filmmakers, it's always hard to get the financing. So I'm like, let's just make another movie, and let's put that not like a stop, just on hold a little bit, but let's do something else. So we continued to, create and do a film. And then Ted was like, that's an excellent idea. 2 years ago here at FrightFest, it was born the idea. I was at the pub with Josh and with Alex. And I was like, I want to make another movie with Ted Raimi, It's like, I want to. So as soon as I landed, I started writing the script actually from FrightFest. And I'm like, okay, I want to do this. But one take, and then I was at Morbido. And I already had, when we showcased the other movie, I already had like a good draft. And then Marco read it, like a little ideas here and there. And then I sent it over to Ted. And I'm like, I want to see what Ted thinks.
Yeah.
And Ted was like, hey, this is very interesting. But he didn't know at the time that it was a one-take thing. So he thought we were going to cut. And I'm like, hey, we're going to do a one-take movie. And he's like, no, you're cheating like Hitchcock in The Rope. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, I'm not cheating. It's a one-take true shot. And at the beginning, he's like, you're insane. Like, how do you want to shoot it? So it was very interesting, the preparation, because he lives in Detroit. I live in Los Angeles. So when he said, I want to do it, we had to work on his character development via Zoom every single day or every 2 days. We were preparing for that on the script, and we sent him the script, I think, with 4 weeks in advance. But he started to actually working on it 3 weeks in advance. And this is because we were continuing doing changes, background story here and there. And the main thing was because I wanted to take it to Cannes. So I'm like, guys, we shoot it, and we jump in a plane, we go to Cannes, we start promoting it, we start talking about it, and then we start building a little hype for the film. And the idea worked. So we shot it by late April. And then we're in Cannes the first week of May. So wow. Literally we jumped, we put the film on Premiere and then drag the sound, export the film. And that's what we grabbed, the first Cannes. That was a year ago. It was just us trying to get people excited about it. Just 10 minutes, you can see the stuff. And then this year in Cannes, it was the screening.
Nice. Excuse me. Mm-hmm. So, you rewatched the film this morning on that enormous screen. If you could go back and retake it, is there anything that you noticed like, oh, I wish I'd, or are you just happy now it's kind of out there, art is out there?
No, I think, that question I got asked and I love it. I love the way it looks, I love the way it is. I will not change anything because life is not perfect, life is imperfect. And this film, as much as we try to make it, perfect, there's a lot of things like with the handheld, also it adds attention, but also it's not perfect. Originally, we were going to shoot it with Steadicam, but the challenge was that Steadicam doesn't fit on the closet door, it doesn't fit going downstairs, so it's impossible. And then my Steadicam was like, we can leave the Steadicam and then we can switch it to another. And I'm like, I think that's too much. I don't want mistakes in the film. So, and it's one of the things that you can't miss.
Sure.
You make a mistake, do it again. So no, we went to handheld and I love it. I love how the film turned out.
And what's happening distribution-wise? When can people see the film that didn't have the golden opportunity to watch it today on the world premiere at FrightFest?
So right now we're talking to different distribution companies. Our sales agents are working on that, and we just got reviews, which they're starting to get.
Yeah, amazing reviews.
Yeah, and they're great reviews. So we're gonna do also more film festivals, but I'm sure people will be able to see it soon, like for sure.
And what are you working on next?
So I'm working in 2 horror movies. It's also the next one that has a lot of blood. It's different as this. I'm gonna cut because that one I need to cut, and I have a lot of, it's a lot of blood. It's serial killer, so it's completely different. Like I think
I love that each one of your films is markedly different from the past, which is great.
Yeah, and then that one is going to be very I think for the FrightFest horror fans, that's the one. Because it has a lot of, it's very intense. But I'm very happy for that. And then I have another one. It's a supernatural one. It's
different again, then.
Yeah, it's different again.
Wow.
I'm just starting the script, but it's wonderful. I'm very, very happy with what's happening.
Well, good luck with all the projects, and thank you so much for being here at FrightFest with us.
Thank you so much. I just want to say FrightFest for me is more than a festival. It's a family, and I really appreciate what you guys do for filmmakers because you are giving us the tools and everything to showcase our movies and with huge, massive screens, and I love that. So thanks so much, Paul, for this. Appreciate it. Thank you.